Yo, what is good? My anniversary. What is good, yo? So we have to wear the chef outfit, or at least butler, or not butler, excuse me, waiter outfit. And I think he's more of a chef just because he has the apron on, because he's trying to make sure food don't get on him and whatnot. So whatever, whatever. But I Stand on a Million Lives definitely was ridiculously interesting today, simply through sheer, um, sheer understanding of what these girls have either a already been going through and talking about when they were alone, or b just how ridiculously broken a troll can be when it comes down to fighting people without any types of skills, especially when they go to a village and zero people in the village can actually do anything to stop this troll from running around and just destroying everything. Um, One thing I wanted to say is there was a lot of shows that I have already started, but I think I'm gonna have to call them off, and one of them being the King's Raid. Um, it was interesting, but I definitely have no time to drop as many shows that Friday wants me to. But to be fair, if I don't have much shows I watch on Saturday, I can always drop them then. They're just not going to be as popular because they're not going to come out as on the day of and stuff like that. But that's nor here nor there. As long as I guess the review's out and you guys see what you want, that's enough, I guess. But this show I really did like a lot. Just like Dan Wachi, I want to keep it on the channel and be able to keep talking about it. So to see just what he is like in the real world and how that's transferring into this world, and he doesn't really want to bring all that much attention to himself. It's kind of obvious that once he is going to push forward and try to be better for these girls, he may become one of the most dopest characters. But seeing them die repeatedly, just dead, 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 in 30 seconds respawn, kind of gives you another understanding that they're probably not feeling all that much pain during this. Because if they were feeling pain, I think they would be traumatized. Just like most characters are once they feel something excruciating as, I don't know, being bitten in half, being eaten alive, being slapped from a town all the way to a river. A lot of things that would normally kill people, or at least leave you in a position where you don't want to fight anymore. Where you just like, you know what, I have fought enough, and if I'm gonna get sent all the way to a river with one slap, I think I'm good. Um, but then to see him continuously just throw himself at this monster, especially looking for a place to actually be able to hurt it, it was nice to see him have to fight something else to get close enough to even, or to get strong enough to even fight this monster, and that's the why I'm wearing this outfit. It's actually already custom made in the game, so it's kind of hilarious that it just fits the theme of what I'm talking about so well. Um, but that being said, it's a whole interesting notion that not only was he a farmer for his first job, but now he is a chef for the second one. So this game kind of has it out for him. I don't know why, but he was so close to being a hunter, man. So close to having a bow and arrow, maybe even daggers to do certain stuff. Um, but now it's obvious that that can't happen. It's obvious that everything he kind of learned, uh, in the case of swinging his stick, he can now use that for swinging this knife he gets for becoming a chef. He then slices open this monster, giving them a better chance to actually be able to cause damage to it. And they need to still be point blank, but once he sacrifices himself one more time, the mage person gets close and personal, sends the wind throughout its body, thus making all of its organs and stuff like that be shuffled. And because it was easy access because of the hole already, and not to mention his insides have been cut at that point too, um, it just destroys him. I was surprised since he was dead when it happened that he still got XP probably. Like he should have lost out on getting experience points because he was dead at the moment once the kill actually happened. And I think that would have been a lot more funny because they would have been just that much more stronger than him. And the only thing he has to show for any growth that he's done is, cutting. Cutting a monster with a chef knife is pretty big, though, so I don't think they could hold back too much XP from him, especially since seeing how he leveled up, I think, the most after this battle. So I don't know if that indicates anything of like his potential or if he has like some EXP bonus or something, but regardless, the show is doing some interesting things in the case of almost making this character feel like a villain in some ways, because he looks at this town and he hates it. He honestly hates the town that he's going to call forth a dragon. And if he calls forth a dragon and it ends up destroying the whole town, he might be happy. Uh, or he might not care, is more or less what I should say. But knowing that there's people in this town that he might actually care about, like the people he's working with now, might change his opinion or make him not want something as catastrophic as that to happen. So we'll see how he changes over time, but as of right now, he is all for letting a giant dragon come through and trying to fight it if that is his only way out of the game or out of like this scenario. And he don't care if some people suffer, because he already hates them all in this town. He's like, screw it, they deserve to suffer, man. I'm not cooking them anything with this chef ability I got. Well, with that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I still gotta watch Fire Force and I still gotta watch Sorcery Fight, so those will be the other two shows I drop on Friday. 1,000 Lives, Danmachi, Fire Force, and Sorcerer Fight. That sounds like a big lineup of some big names. But don't worry, I will be keeping up with other shows that I've already started, and I'm dropping like a Assault Lily, because it's not my cup of tea necessarily, and out of all of the shows, I can easily still check those ones out on my own free time, see what happens, maybe put a post out for Instagram or something along those lines, and just not make videos for them unless you guys really want it, which then I'll just do it on a different day. But unless you guys complain or unless you guys are asking for certain shows, I won't be putting them out this time around. I will just be putting up the shows that I really feel confident I want to watch and I can get out. And then after that, it's fair game for what happens after that for every other show that will be on my watch list. So I hope you guys have an awesome one. I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. So with that, peace.